crochet, but while I was putting it together, it seemed short, but it took an hour and a half for me really to get into it, to enjoy it to a point where I said, oh, yes, Lord. I had to make it a part of me, what I'm saying. And it's entitled, Keeping Our Faith Lifted in Battle. Keeping our faith lifted in battle. This is a battle. We're on this plane, and whether we ask for it or not, we find ourselves involved in battle. Huh? Yeah, we are. It's a battle just to keep your mind straight. Yeah. It's a battle to do right. Yeah. It's a battle to interact with people in a proper way. Yeah. Some people can get on your nerves. It's a battle for you to be the one that you're supposed to be. Yeah. It's a battle. Yeah. In Exodus 17, 9 and 13, and Moses said to Joshua, choose us out men and go out and fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of God in my hand. So Joshua did as Moses had said to him and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereon. And Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands, steady until going down of the sun. And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. Now we see here that Moses, Aaron, and Hur on the hill to be seen. Jesus said, if I be lifted up, I'll draw all men to me. But this is a place where Moses is on the hill, and he has his hands in the rod of God up. But this body, this physical body has a tendency to get tired. And in the process of him getting tired, his arms were coming down. And while he had them up, they were winning. But when they were coming down, Amalek began to get the victory. And in this battle, Amalek and the Amalekites, we should be able to relate with how many battles we face in our journey. We have started our battle with great faith, knowing God is going to deliver our results favorable in our hands. But the longevity of the battle, and with our eyes, what we see, with our eyes, we feel our faith waning. We feel our faith becoming weak, and we become frustrated because there appears to be no end in sight or no victory in it for us. Yes, we witness God's prevailing power before, but there have been times when we fail to remember the past victories. Yet at the time as we dwell on the present battle, you'll see the battle before you, what you're going through right now. And you'll forget about how many battles he done brought you through because of the overwhelming that's taking place in the present battle. It's not that you intend to forget, but the battle in front of you becomes so close that you just will not remember of the battles that you won with God at your side. The biblical passage shows Aaron and Hur being at his side to assist him in keeping his hands raised in order to obtain victory for the children of Israel. Like-minded people going for the same goal to achieve the same outcome. This lets us know when we become weak spiritually, it's good to have people around you who don't mind lifting your spirit or resetting your faith in God. When I say reset your faith in God, it's not to put it all over again, but it's just to jog you back to know who you belong to. Yeah, sometimes this battle will make you forget who got you is in control. It'll make you forget that who you belong to, who you trusted, who you loved and had faith in all this time. Yeah, sometimes the battle and the onslaught can be so tremendous that you forget who you are. Praise God. It said people who can witness his goodness in the time past and boost your faith as it begins to falter. Unlike Aaron and Hur lifting Moses' arm because of physical fatigue, we need people who refuse to let you throw in the towel because of how the situation looks. Who won't allow you to let your faith go down like the hand of Moses, but will become like Aaron and Hur and undergird you with scripture of his words of promise and become reminders of past experiences that only God could have brought you through or delivered you from. We would need the type of people who would minister to our spirit and lift up our hope in the Lord, who would lift up our joy in the Lord, who would lift up our faith in the Lord. Yes, come to these battles. Yes, some of these battles may come upon us to lose focus on who we belong to. So we surround ourselves with godly people. Yeah, the ones who said, with God all things are possible. To him that believe. Surround yourself with people who say, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Surrounding your people that says, casting all your care upon him, for he cares for you. And surrounding people who said, call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver you and glorify me. Just remember, as Moses said to the children of Israel, when they were facing the Red Sea, and the arm of Pharaoh would closing in on them. He said, fear not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Yes, and let us lift each other in prayers and thoughts and in our greetings. Be a lifter, be a blessing, and get lifted and be blessed. Yeah, we find ourselves, when we find in this world, we find ourselves, oh, Lord, this is a lot. But you get around someone who say, yeah, but you've been through this, something like this before. It'll remind you how God lifted you up and turned you around and still gave you the hope, let you know you still got on the whole arm of God. Let you know you'll be able to fight the wiles of the devil. But we will be overcome and overwhelmed about what we see, what's in front of us. Woo, this is a lot. But you forgot you faced a lot before. And it was God who brought you through that lot. And it's the same God who will bring you through this one. There's no change in him. The change is in our mind. It said, look to the hills from whence cometh our help. All our help comes from the Lord. We have to lift up our spirit. We lift up everyone. Each one was on one. Aaron was on one side. Hur was on the other. And when he got weak, they got down. Did you see how Moses and the children of Israel were losing when his arms were coming down? But then he was undergirded by good people. You find yourself being overwhelmed by your situation, and then you get around some good people who will tell you, who will inspire you, who will motivate you, who will minister to your spirit, that if you trust him for one thing, trust him for all. We lift up holy hands and we say yes. We say yes to his will, yes to his way. Right there we have Aaron and Hur holding up Moses' hand to win the battle. Hold up your brother's hands, your sister's hand to win the battle. Lift their spirits. I'm not saying only literally lift them up, but when you lift up their spirit, that's their holy hands. When you lift up their hope, that's their holy hands. When you lift up their joy, Because the joy of the Lord is my strength. You remind one another. You remind one another. There are people who at one time who would desire to see your hands drop, your spirit drop, your faith drop. So it's up to you to get yourself separated from people like that and get around people that love you to a point to see you succeed and overcome, and overcome. Trusting in the Lord with everything that's going on. So they get up under there and undergird your spirit. Yeah. The Lord brought you out of this. The Lord brought you out of that. The Lord brought you out of all of this. It's the same Lord that can bring you out of what you're presently facing. And it just don't hurt to have people to undergird you, to let you know that God brought you out of one, he can bring it out again. If he did it once, he can do it again. Let's go. You forgot that your arms had to be raised once before. See, you got to be watch out for the trick of the adversary of overwhelming you and cloud your mind on how you were delivered from something before then. Yeah. We all didn't make it here on our own. Huh? We came in here with holy hands raised up. Huh? We submitted to the will of God. Yeah, we didn't come arrogant, going all. Sometimes you have to holler for help. And God will bring people around you that are insane and like-mindedness with you. To help you lift up your hands, lift up your faith, lift up your joy, lift up those things that are characters of God. Yeah. Jesus sent them out in twos. He didn't send them by himself. One might get a little bit, they have to falter a little bit and need the other one to support. Huh? This battle is to a point where it becomes newer each time. Yeah. Same battle, new tactics. Need somebody around you to remind you that there are new tactics taking place. There are new ways of being snuck up on. See, the adversary don't sleep. He don't sleep. He don't sleep. When we sleep, we wake up in the morning. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and your arms down because you done gave up. You didn't say thank you this morning, Father, for waking me this morning. Thank you, Lord, for giving me a peace of mind. Thank you for giving me a pleasant sleep. We wake up, oh my God, what I got to do today? Your hands already down. Oh, that was that Asaph said he had to encourage himself, but sometimes you can't encourage yourself. Sometimes you need somebody else's voice to hit your ear, to ignite your spirit, to raise yourself up. Yeah. Somebody that might have to say, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. That lift up your motivation to say, yes, Lord, for yourself. Yeah, we need each other. Yeah, we need an old saying, no man's an island, no man stands alone. We need each other. But we need each other in a godly way. We need to be strength for each other. We need to be comfort for each other. God uses us in order for others to benefit from his blessings. Did you not know that? He uses others. People will come around and give you a confirmation on what you're thinking about sometimes. And you don't know whether to move left or right, and somebody will come with a word. And they'll give you a comforting feeling because it'll be a confirmation on what you've been praying about. That's lifting your spirit. Yes, Lord. God bless you. God keep you. At this point in time,